This is a random topic that came to me while I was at work today delivering mail. Actually, while I was in the law school delivering mail, and suddenly something said to me, curiosity. And I was curious to see why that was. And after about 30 minutes or so, I came up with a message and a lesson reflecting back on the 1L year because I'm always just thinking about different topics and different angles and perspectives that I can do videos on. So the one I came up with is curiosity over criticism. Self-curiosity over self-criticism. Curiosity. We all have used it throughout our lives. Something that we have to know. We must know. We go to the ends of the earth to figure it out, to know what a certain particular thing is. It's like a good Netflix show that you just can't put it down. You can't turn it off. You gotta know what happens at the end. You gotta know what happens in the next episode. They have that 25 seconds that counts down. You're like, I said I wasn't gonna watch another one, but that last episode left me on a cliffhanger. I gotta know. Like, I'm curious. Even if it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you gotta be at work early in the morning, or you gotta do something early in the morning. Oh well. I'm so curious to know what happens. I have to find out. I can't go to sleep. I gotta find out. So that's just one form of curiosity, but let's use it in the context of law school. I believe what stifles not creativity, but curiosity is fear and ego. And I want to use curiosity in class performance and outside class performance. So curiosity inside of the classroom. I believe we are not so curious enough because of the fear of being called on and the fear of being wrong and the fear of being judged, as I talked about in my other videos, ridding ourselves of in-class fear. Instead of raising our hands and answering the question, it's like we give into the fear and then our ego comes in and saying, don't raise your hand, you're going to be wrong, or you don't want to look bad. And when we answer the question and we get it wrong, it's like that inner critic of ego that's saying, oh, look at you, you answer right. Like, everybody's going to think that you're dumb. Rather than be curious. So like, professor asked that question and I didn't get it right, or I didn't analyze it in a right way that the professor wanted me to see it. Rather than criticize, ego, and beating ourselves up, what about writing that particular question and how you answer it down and exploring that after class? So this is one thing that I was not doing enough of, or really wasn't doing hardly at all, of being curious in class when I did answer a question. And sometimes I didn't get it completely right, but I wasn't curious enough to go deeper enough to find out why. And even outside of class, not being curious enough to go deeper into, maybe I was briefing the case in some particular way, and my curiosity wasn't deep enough. Let's think about curiosity. Curiosity, when it comes to any new skill endeavor, curiosity is at its peak. And I believe curiosity is probably one of the most underrated mental powers and teammates that we underuse as adults because of fear and ego. And as we learn a new skill endeavor, it's fun and it's exciting. It's curious. We want to learn more about the skill. We want to learn more about ourselves in the skill. But because of the fear and the ego, for whatever reason, the law school that it brings of the judgment and trying to be perfect, we stop getting curious. Or we don't deploy any curiosity. And I believe that's what stifled me in my 1L year. If I would have been curious more in class, curious outside of class, I would have went a lot more deeper into the material and into my briefs, all of that. So this is just a random topic I just came up with today, but it's even a lesson to learn in this. As even when we're in this academic dismissal period, curious to why we didn't perform well on our 1L exams. And this is what has kept me afloat and kept me light as a feather. It's just being curious in this moment of, okay, I'm here, but reflecting back and just getting more self-awareness of inefficiencies, where I was off, just being more curious than letting the ego win and saying, Lamar, you suck. Like, you'll never be back in the law school. You're no match for everybody else, and it's not meant for you. It's like, nah, let's get more curious. Curious is about exploration. And again, we've just been conditioned. Outside forces, society has put this fear and this impulsive ego into us of just judgment of ourselves and comparing and judging ourselves with others instead of using a creative mental faculty of curiosity. Because when we really get curious about something, just think about it. This creative mental faculties just start going to work, and we're better than 30 private investigators put together when we're really curious about something. So this is a period to be curious more than criticize and judge yourself. Get more curious, because curiosity allows us to be open, to be fluid. Criticizing and letting the ego and judging ourselves is closed-minded. It's just me. And it's just seeing it my way and nothing else. But curiosity is open to perspectives, open to watching my videos, open to life and the way things just play out. It is what it is. But being curious in it allows us to be open to change, be open to see, okay, maybe my perspective was off or I was flawed in this particular area. But it's okay. It allows us to expand. Do I believe in a good kick in the pants? Absolutely. I do it to myself all the time. But when I give myself a kick in the pants, I'm elevating myself and expanding myself. And I'm not giving myself a kick in the pants to belittle myself. And that's what I'm talking about as far as self-criticizing and judgment. Because more often than not, it's used to belittle ourselves when we say, damn, I'm so damn dumb. We say that to ourselves again and again and again, and it comes quicker than lightning. But the words that we say to ourselves, that internal dialogue, it's just more belittling. That ego is just eating away and just telling us that we're not meant to be in law school or we're not enough. Our self-worth, self-esteem, self-confidence takes a hit when we let that win. So I'm just encouraging you to be more curious in this moment, being open. You want to be as open, as fluid as possible. Nothing closed. And I hope that this random message and lesson, that you can use it in this period, and even as you are reapplying back to law school, you're going to get in and going back, sitting down as a 1L student and being curious inside the classroom, outside the classroom, going more deep into the material so that we can dominate bigger, greater than ever. Looking forward to it. See you soon.